In an attempt to leave Manchester United, Jadon Sancho may be moving to Borussia Dortmund, and John Barnes has fully supported this transfer. Following an altercation with Erik ten Hag early in the season, the winger is currently shut out of the first-team picture. The United manager did not appreciate a social media post and decided not to pick him or even let him train with the team. United is in talks over a loan swap with Sancho's previous team, who sold him to the Red Devils for £73 million in 2021, as they want to put an end to the story as soon as possible. The England international flourished at Dortmund, and a return might help him find his best form again. Dortmund is a great move for. Barnes stated to MyBettingSites.com UK. Ten Hag's team has not received a goal or an assist from the Brazilian this season, so he is no longer certain of a starting position. It has been reported that United is considering moving away in order to reduce their losses under their new minority ownership. Crystal Palace's Michael Olise, who has scored against the Red Devils, has been mentioned as a potential addition as United looks to expand their options in the closing third. Despite Antony's difficulties, Barnes isn't sure the Manchester team would receive a superior player. Olise isn't necessarily an upgrade, he stated. He's not necessarily an improvement over Antony just because he's performing well at Palace. For Antony, things have simply not worked out. Olise is a self-assured athlete who can. The club reportedly held initial discussions with Wan-Bissaka's entourage in September, but those discussions were shelved until Ratcliffe's investment was confirmed. The report further states that the Red Devils activated their contract clause for the 26-year-old right-back last week following the agreement to buy a 25% stake by the British tycoon. Raphael Varane, 30, on the other hand, is set to become a free agent after United decided not to activate his extension clause. Although it doesn't preclude a move this summer, it is known that fellow centre-back Victor Lindelof has also had his clause activated. Another player whose contract ends in June is Anthony Martial, although there's no word on whether Ten Hag and company plan to retain him around beyond the option to extend defender Aaron Wan-Bissaka's contract with Manchester United until 2025 has been activated. Wan-Bissaka, who cost £50 million to join the Red Devils from Crystal Palace 4.5 years ago, is the subject of the team's 3rd January transfer window decision. Erik ten Hag, the manager of United, made the decision on New Year's Day to loan out midfielder Donny van de Beek to Eintracht Frankfurt for the second half of the current season. Meanwhile, Charlie McNeil, a teenage striker, had his loan at League One Stevenage cut short. Though decisions about players like Jadon Sancho and Facundo Pellistri are about to be made, Old Trafford officials have taken steps to keep Wan-Bissaka under contract until at least the end of. Due to injuries to Mason Mount and Casemiro, Erik ten Hag would not permit Hannibal Mejbri, a midfielder for Manchester United, to go on loan from the team. 20-year-old Hannibal was strongly connected to a summer loan move and was on the verge of temporarily joining Sevilla. However, negotiations with ten Hag in the latter stages of the transfer window altered the course of events. However, this season, the Tunisia international has only made 9 appearances and has only started 4 games. Despite the fact that Hannibal has several admirers eager to sign him for a second-half loan, United is not ready to approve the deal just yet. A recent article from the Mail claims that Ten Hag wants Hannibal to. Welcome back to my channel. Although it looks like Raphael Varane is leaving Manchester United, Carlo Ancelotti seems to be ruling out the Los Blancos' great playing for Real Madrid in January. The Frenchman has just 6 months left on his current contract after Manchester United rejected his request to extend it. His choice has sparked rumors that he would relocate in January. Real Madrid is now dealing with a defensive injury issue, therefore the media was excited about his potential return to the team where he won 5 Champions Leagues. The rumors are untrue, according to recent remarks made by Carlo Ancelotti. We're missing some key players, but we have 2 more that we think we can play there, Nacho and Rudiger, he said to reporters. Valencia's future with Javi Guerra is far from assured. Some of the biggest teams in Europe are apparently interested in signing the 20-year-old midfielder, who made his debut at the end of the previous season. Manchester United and Juventus are supposedly eager to complete a deal in the coming months. The Premier League's biggest teams currently appear to be the frontrunners to sign Guerra. According to Relevo, club officials have reportedly scouted the Los Che Starlet multiple times this season. Paul Mitchell, who is anticipated to join Man United's football department shortly, is reportedly a huge fan of the Los Che Starlet. it is quite doubtful that a deal will be reached in January because Valencia is not interested in letting one of its